inside my heart, I've got this everlasting light. It's shining like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Deep inside my heart, I've got this everlasting light. It's shining like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Deep inside my heart, I've got this everlasting light. It's shining like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Deep inside my heart, I've got this everlasting light. It's shining like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Deep inside my heart, I've got this everlasting light. It's shining like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Deep inside my heart, I've got this everlasting light. It's shining like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Deep inside my heart, I've got this everlasting light. It's shining like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for. Deep inside my heart, I've got this everlasting light. It's shining like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's the way that I live. It's what I'm living for.
Aloha, everyone. It was so great I got the Maria Christina look. It's time, it's time. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
In case you don't know, I am Reverend Patrick, and something looks a little different today, I know. There's 2 chairs, and there's 1 minister. I don't know what I'll do with that extra time, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. Well, first of all, Rita is in Florida, in case you don't know that. She's in Florida and New York. Family called, and she needed to be there with her mother, so keep her and her mother in your hearts and her family and all of that. Everything is fine, but we can always give a little extra love and energy to our wonderful spiritual leaders. So she sends her love today. First of all, we have announcements, and the one thing I want to say is thank you for coming out in this wonderful weather that we had. I woke up this morning and I went, the rain has not stopped. So it reminds me of when Rita and I were first in Princeville. We used to drive down to the Aston Aloha, and we were terrified every time it rained because the little alert would go off, the alarm, and we'd go, what do we do? And Rita would go, just go. And so we never missed a service because of rain. So I just want to say it's so nice to look out at you, and I know that it takes a little moment, and especially our North Shore family. Thank you so much. So a couple things. We have Birthday Sunday every month. Michelle's not here either. It's like an abandonment issue I'm going through right now. But so There's a sign up for cake or whatever it is you want to bring every month at the end of the month for the birthday. So please sign up and fill that up for the year. Spiritual Living Circles in Kalaheo is on the 15th. All of this is in your program that you have in your hands, so I won't go into all the details. But these spiritual circles are wonderful. Anna Myers is here, and she does one in Princeville, and it's just absolutely wonderful. Mark your calendars, and there's a beautiful flyer out there. Next Sunday, when? That's February 11th. Our wonderful Reverend Diane is going to have her celebration for her ordination. She's already ordained, but she's having a wonderful party celebration. So, and there's lots of rules that go with that event, so I want you to go out there and get that flyer and find out it's next Sunday at 4, I believe. And we will be there, and we will be there to support, and we all know what a journey that is, so congratulations, and we look forward to partying with you. What would you say if I said in 3 weeks, oh my gosh, hi. In 3 weeks, 6 hours of class, only 6 hours of class, 3 weeks, 21 days, you could put an MD behind your name if you come to our Abundance Project Workshop. Would you like that? MD behind your name. Master Demonstrator. That's what we want. Master Demonstrator. We intend, this is our intention. Our intention for this workshop is so that it will look like Sundays. And that it's not going to be just another abundance workshop, right? We have a few of those in town and online and everywhere else. But we're really working for the intention of really coming in day one, demonstrating what it is that you desire, not waiting to see how it's going to all turn out in 21 days and fill it all up and everything. But let's start with that. So we'll have a garbage can at the door. You can dump all the garbage, pick it up on your way out if you need it, but we're going in for the biggie. So please join us on, what is it, February 15th, 22nd, and the 1st. So we look forward to that. And then, if it wasn't enough about Rita, Tomatoes on a Windowsill is her one-person show. I mean, I'm telling you, it is March 8th and 9th. She's doing it for her 65th birthday and for a, she doesn't mind me, 65th birthday. And she is has already done it for the Sacred Journey. And it is not just a show that your minister got up and did, like put on a show. This was Broadway bound at one time. We toured with it for 3 years, and she is beyond, she's not here so I can toot it. I'm telling you, she is beyond God bumps as I speak. This one person coming in and doing all of these characters and embodying them, not talking about them, embodying them. One woman, one show, March 8th, March 9th. And I'm going to tell you right now, the direction on that was so brilliant that, oh, I wonder who her director was. But anyway, please be there. The tickets are on sale now. Give them as a gift. Even if people don't come here on Sunday, it doesn't matter. Let's get everybody in here. Let's North Shore, South Shore, West, wherever. Let's get them here on that night. And she's doing this all for the center, and all of the proceeds will go back to us. So there you go. And then next Sunday is Wrap with the Revs. Membership intention for us, we're at 162. Hello, Walt, our newest member. And we have a goal of 200 by our birthday. And the last announcement, back to Rita. This thing called Treatment is a book that just came out last night on Amazon. And guess who it is? Reverend Rita Andriello Feren. I love how she uses the name Feren too as well. It went out, and I'm going to tell you, this is a wonderful book. When people go, what is that place you go to on Sundays? It's like really bizarre, like really weird. What do they believe? Do they pray? Blah, blah, blah. Thin book, easy read. If you want it, we can order some, but if not, just go straight to Amazon, and it's there. So let's give Rita a big hand for getting that. There you go. There you go. I'm ready for a little peace meditation. See, I had the same energy, didn't I? We got through them, and now the other 15 people will be coming in that wait until 9:10, and we'll have a full house. There you go. So thank you, Reverend Diane. She's going to light our big peace candle. Want me to take it out? Yeah. I think we need some peace, don't you? Not only peace in the world, but just peace of mind, peace. That would definitely be a moment. But we all know what? We know that peace starts where we're at. It cannot start out there. We cannot wait for peace before we can become peaceful. So I know that we are all together, we stand together in that as we just take a moment to just focus in, to just breathe in this thing called peace. And so it is. Thank you. Feels good, right? Just to settle in for a moment. Yeah. So welcome once again. I'm Reverend Patrick. There's Maria Christina over there, and Luis will be popping up on the drums very soon. Just if you've been here before, you probably know this, but it never hurts to say what we really do here. What is the core of our belief? And I know that Rita says it every week, and it's just nice to get a spin on it. That, to me, I think that religious science, science of mind and spirit, call it whatever you want, is probably one of the best kept secrets that I have ever discovered, because it changes lives. And it doesn't change lives because I say so or anyone else does. It says so because you say so. And that's where it really sticks. And so what I know about this, that it is done unto you as you believe. It is cause and effect. This is, Ernest Holmes did not make it up. It's been said through the mystics and through the ages, that says, what you think, you become. Whatever you need in your life require, need isn't such the prettiest word. What we require in our life, we become that first. That's the creative process. So whatever it is that you want, if you want peace, we become peace. You want wealth, you become wealth. You don't wait for anything, because we all know what waiting does. Just more waiting, actually, is all that happens. So I am so excited about this particular thing called Science of Mind and Spirit, and this family that we are creating here on this beautiful little island that came up all those thousands of years ago that said, I want to be known. Here I am, and here we are. So who is here for the very first time? Oh, welcome. Well, first of all, there's nothing to get alarmed about, but we do know something about you, and we'd like to share that with everyone, if you don't mind. So if there it is, so hello. So let's go ahead and let them know what we know, okay? You are magnificent. Now you know. Yeah, cheers. Yeah. And just like what I just said, we become what we are. The only way that we can know your magnificence is to know our own and to become that first, and then we recognize you as the magnificent. So shall we say it together? I am magnificent. And behind you, you see Rob there every week, and Jonathan sitting over there, but there's a camera like staring at us, and it's picking up everything that we do here and say here. So what happens on this island does not stay on the island, or at least in this room. And so there are people that are watching probably today on island, but there are a lot of off-island people, and right today there's an off-island person, Reverend Rita. So I think we should let her know, and everybody watching, who they are, shall we? You are magnificent. So look to your left, to your right, up, down. Just let somebody know who they are. You are magnificent. That's right, you're magnificent. Let me see. You two are magnificent. You are magnificent. Woohoo. Okay, so we can stand up and we can bring this magnificence into this opening song with Maria Christina and Luis. Uh-oh.
Love is all there is, right in, wide open. Love is all there is, I'm here to be open. Love is all there is, we're right here, love always, always. Love is all there is, right here, wide open. Love is all there is, I'm here to be open. Love is all there is, we're right here, love always, always. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Love is all there is.
So taking this love right in, right here, right now, as the rain just settles in. We've been poured with this wonderful blessing, this blessing of this island, and I just say yes. Mahalo, mahalo. And I know that we've come together today on purpose. We've come together today to remember. We've come today to celebrate our greatness. Not afraid to say it, who and what we are, our magnificence. As we celebrate that and we raise that up, we raise our planet up. We raise this entire vibration of our planet, of our world, of the cosmos. Who's ever out there, who's ever is in here, it's all one thing. And we celebrate it here together. We have daringly said, rain or no rain, I'm coming to remember who and what I am. And I am good. I am God. You can call it whatever you want, but you are the I am that I am. So I just say yes. Thank you, and I bless Reverend Rita where she is, knowing that she is watching. We're here right now, right here. No distance can take away from that, because we are just one unity, one family, one love. Love is all there is, and I'm grateful for it, as together we say, and so it is.
Love is all there is, right in, wide open. Love is all there is, I'm here to be open. Love is all there is, we're right here, love always, always. Love is all there is, right here and wide open. Love is all there is, I'm here to be open. Love is all there is, we're right here, love always, always. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Love is all there is.
Better. Good morning. Aloha, Kaua'i. I'm Reverend Diane Decker. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to have a brief time of meditation, so if you'll settle yourself in and just take that breath of life that is wanting to move in and through you today and center yourself in that place of knowing the truth, that all is one. As we celebrate abundance this month, this whole month, I want to remind you of something that Ernest Holmes taught, that the universe is not limited by anything. The universe is abundant, lavish, extravagant. Enjoy your time. universe is not limited in any way. It is abundant, lavish, extravagant. As we allow this truth to sink deeply into who we are, I affirm that there is only one power, one presence, one love, and it is moving in and through everything, the rain, the wind, the waves. The very heartbeat and the breath of the body is the one energy and life of spirit moving in and through all things. The divine abundance of the universe also is moving in and through everything we see and cannot see. And so I embody that today for myself and for each one of us here, knowing that there is no lack or limitation in this divine universe of ours. I open to receive all that is available to me and to each one of us, knowing that we are here by divine appointment to receive the gift of life. And so I breathe in the lavish abundance of the universe, and I give out the lavish abundance of the universe, living in that divine flow of good. Knowing that that flow of good touches every area of my life, and so each cell of the body is healed, blessed, and prospered by this life. Every relationship is healed and made new in the love of spirit flowing abundantly through all of our relations. And I give thanks that this light of spirit, this abundance of spirit is moving in and through each one of us as divine creative expression to bring forth what we are uniquely here to do. And so I give thanks that this day is a blessing. It is a blessing. And so I give thanks for it unfolding in its right and perfect way. Knowing that this is already known and done in the mind of God, I don't have to do a thing. I simply show up for it and release my word to the law of mind. Knowing that it takes this word and demonstrates it in the right and perfect way for each person within the sound of my voice. And so it is done. It is done, and I am grateful. And together we say, and so it is. Mahalo ke'ekua.
Thank you. This chant is in your program if you want to open up your program and sing along.
In this moment, in this place, I remember when letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes to see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Mahalo. Mahalo, Reverend Diane, for that beautiful treatment and meditation. God, we're already here. We're already at this spot. Wow. I just want to say a couple words. I just want to say this idea that Reverend Rita, if you're here for the first time, is the co-spiritual director and my life partner, and we started this together with an idea and a vision, and it is very healthy when we split up and go our way and come back and do it. It's very, very healthy. It feels very, very different. But I just wanted to share that with you as family, to know that when she's not here, I kid around about giving me more time to talk, but that part's true. But the other part is that I am learning what a divine partnership that Rita and I have. And where I shine and where she shines and where it comes together in just this wondrous light. And you don't really get to see that until part of the light leaves for a moment. And just to tell a personal thing, I've been sending Rita pictures of what I've been eating. And she's in Florida right now, and she said she showed it to everybody where her mother is in assisted living, and they said, he's been lying to you. Because I did like a salad niçoise with a little bit of the, and she said, who made that for you? No, me, but don't worry. She goes, I will never cook again when I get home. You've been busted. So that's just a little learning thing that when you are one, it is always healthy to just remember that when they are gone or for a moment. So, did you know that today is Super Bowl Sunday? So this is what happened. Last night, Saturday is a really big day. A lot of people don't know. And I had to call Ron LeMay, who's now on his way with Michelle to Las Vegas, that I said, I know that it's the Patriots, but they've got to be playing against somebody else. And I have no idea who it is. Thank you. So what I realized last night when I was in my Saturday mode of putting things together and that I was finished with what I thought was the talk, and then I realized that it didn't mention Super Bowl, and I thought, I really can't, other ministers do it really well, but in case you don't know this, you're going to find this surprising. I'm not a real sports kind of guy, just so you'll know. But what I've learned about it was that there was a spiritual message in the Super Bowl. And though I had another message about the divine inheritance, which will probably happen as well, but I wanted to talk for the first time in my life that I stayed away from the Super Bowl because I felt inadequate, and I'll tell you why. I go to the parties, and I love the nachos, the burgers, the wings, all of that, the beer, the whole, whatever is happening there. But there's always a part of me that feels inadequate because I don't really know sports. I was raised by a mother who loved the 49ers and my brother, and they lived that whole life, and I just didn't resonate to it. And so even though, I was writing my blog today, I thought, this is odd. I never knew that's why I didn't really like Super Bowl parties. And it was because of the inadequacy that we have been taught and not trained as men that there's a certain way that you're supposed to be, act, whatever it is. And so I could feel that part of me going, oh, that's why I don't really like the parties. Because I like the food, and then when it gets to everybody screaming and cheering, I don't get it. I go numb inside. I just go, wow, you don't even know these people. But I love the whole idea. And I'm thinking to myself, think about this. It's a spiritual community that gathers all over the world to really celebrate and go crazy and have fun and say, this is my team. These are my champions. These are my champions. And people get very passionate about it. So I can translate passion. I'm not going to go to any of the parties, but I can translate the passion that people have for what they do. And so whatever my opinion or used to be judgment was just my own fear that I wasn't man enough because I didn't know about the whole football scene and the people run from one side to the other side, and they do that, and they do it well, and they throw things like that, and they catch it. So, but I want to tell you, because of my Catholic upbringing, I found another thing that happens in the Super Bowl sometimes, not very often. Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace. But I don't want to just say it off the top of my head, because then I'll have somebody meet me out there and go, that's really not what a Hail Mary is. Well, I'll tell you what a Hail Mary is. It was made famous by Dallas Cowboys quarterback Roger Staubach. He used the phrase after winning a divisional playoff game in the year 1975 by throwing a deep ball up for grabs, which turned into the game-winning touchdown pass. Now that's exciting. And I even felt good saying it. Last time, only time. Okay, but here's what it says about a Hail Mary. It's a fitting name for this play because it is used as a last resort at the end of a football game. The wide receivers do not have any kind of set routes. And that's not roots, that's route. The wide receivers do not have any kind of set routes. Their goal is to get down to the end zone and attempt to catch the ball from the quarterback. In other words, the Hail Mary pass is like a prayer in which the offensive, this morning when I read it, I said offensive. I go, oh no, that's childhood stuff. Offensive team hopes for a miracle. The Hail Mary pass is like a prayer in which the offensive team hopes for a miracle. I can't even believe that I'm even using a football reference. You don't know. I will be celebrating all day by myself, going, whoa, ha, football reference right here. And I'll tell you what that told me, what I really got from that. That I don't want a football? No, I do not need one. But this is what I got from it. The Hail Mary pass is like a prayer in which the offensive team hopes for a miracle, and it's the last thing they do. And I went, oh, life. We go through our trials and our tribulations, and the last thing we do sometimes is go to the place we could have went first. And I went, bingo, football reference, touchdown. Touchdown. The last thing, it's like, I don't know what else to do. Just throw it up and everybody just do something. It's called surrender. We have no idea. I had it all strategized, right? All drawn out. They have it on the board where we're going to go. And then it's just like, hell, nobody knows what we're doing. Throw the ball up, man. See, whoever catches it, kind of like a garter at a wedding, right? Oh. Wow, how did I go from football over to a wedding? I cannot believe, and I do believe, how much meaning can be held in this one idea. That we can wait till the very last moment when in reality, I know who I am and I can go there immediately saying, you know what, I'm about to go up against something. I just got a diagnosis. I just looked in my banking account. I just looked at my husband, my wife. I looked at myself. I looked at my body. I just looked. And not just go on to say, oh, I'm going to go fix it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. I got to fix this. No, man, you just throw the ball up in the air. Because there's something within us that'll catch it like it's never been caught before. And will be there for us. And will be assuring us of every touchdown that we could ever imagine. Tony Robbins, who I absolutely love, life is a gift. And it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and the responsibility to give something back by becoming more. Life is a gift, and it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back by becoming more. It says nothing about becoming less so that I can feel okay. I ran into this wonderful TED Talk, and I'm going to get her name because I know her last name is David, but Susan David. And she says, we have become a mantra in our society with, I'm okay. I'm just okay. And we are so much more than that. Susan also says, and I had to really chew on this one for a while. Here's another example. I saw a snippet, 2.5-minute snippet on a TED Talk. And I could feel myself judging it because she was putting down positivity. She called it fake positivity, when we fake it. And at first I got all like, I'll tell you, this, and then I started judging, what? The snapshot. Hello. So I thought, before you get all into your stuff, Patrick, why don't you go watch the whole TED Talk? Except for the one that just snipped out it. And how many snapshots do we take in our lives, yes? So I went back there and I saw it, and she says, discomfort is the price of admission to a meaningful life. Discomfort. She has said nothing about pain. Nothing about pain. When we grow, it can be uncomfortable. When we grew from children, we had growing pains, and it was uncomfortable. But the good news was that we were growing. And she says discomfort is the price of admission to a meaningful life. Of course it is, because without discomfort, you're not growing. And I'm really big on this pain, because I think this no pain, no gain is really old school. No pain, no gain. Suffer, suffer, suffer. I feel that we have bargained with pain as our justification for having a good life. That was painful, man. That's why I'm where I'm at today. Rita and I came over, struggled, sold it all, right? Sold it all. And it's the truth. We did. But we did that from love. I heard the other day that the opposite of love is fear. And it's not. There's no opposite to love. Nothing. Opposite of love, fear is faith. No, love is just love. Bottom line. So I even went a little deeper this week. When you have time on your hands, your wife is gone and all the technical things are not working in your house, and all you have is the internet. And so a lot of TED Talks and a lot of stuff. But anyway, so I went on there and I got into this thing about, and it was such an aha for me. And I wanted to share it. About this idea of abundance. Looking for abundance in all the wrong places, basically. Abundance, abundance, what is it? In our workshop, we can't even be it till we can define it for ourselves. And it was talking about the trillion cells that work, and I've mentioned this before, that are working right now as you're looking at me and I'm looking at you. Trillion cells are working round the clock for me. For me. And I'm thinking, wow, that is quite an interesting feeling. A trillion cells, which I don't even understand, are all busy. Going, wow, let's get over to the liver, and we got the lungs, we got the, look what he ate last night, and really working overtime. Because we were the divine design of spirit. So we kind of started out with a pretty good inheritance, if you ask me. And then I had to go to the reproductive thing, the 1 out of 400 trillion chances that we're here. And I can never get enough of that. I mention at least once a year. Because I really thought about that for a minute. Not just went, isn't that a nice thing to say, or put it in the talk. No. The odds were 1 out of 400 trillion that I'm even standing in front of you. And I'm thinking to myself, once again, it was like football. I'm not kidding you. When I'm starting to think, what am I worth? Do you know how difficult it was for that egg and that sperm to meet up right at the right time, and all the other ones? I watched this video and I was just like a kid. I was like, wow, all that went on, and I'm standing here because I forget, I don't know about you, that we were Malia. We were Malia, everyone. When did we forget that? because we looked in the mirror and there was a different face, a different body, a different... 1 out of 400 trillion chances that we're here. We're walking miracles. And I thought, that's abundance. That's abundance. That I worked all my way. I've always felt, I don't know what I believe about past lives, but it's as good to have a past life as this one. You know, it's just as possible. But I've always felt like I really took a long time to get here. I don't know why. I don't know if I was let go of or whatever, and it doesn't matter. But I always knew that it really took me a lot to get here. And then after seeing that video and seeing what really we did, I mean, go beyond Malia, go back to the very beginning of saying, I'm going to make it, man. Hail Mary. I'm going to make it. And everyone else around us didn't make it. But we did. You did. Wow. I don't know what more I would need. I sat there and said, what more would you need to know your value, your purpose? What would I need? I did that, but I forgot. So God bless these wonderful videos and stuff that can remind us, man, you were there. You may not remember that, but you were there. That you were the divine idea in the mind of God. Good. And it said, go for it. Is there anything that we couldn't do now? I can't think of anything. Ernest Holmes wrote, you are a divine idea in the mind of God. What could be more glorious than that? Do you feel that? To really know who you are beyond what I'm going to get, what's not working? God, I was thinking the other day, I spend so much of my time problem solving, putting out the fires. There's no fires, man. Only fire is that passion that we can choose to have or not have. And I found a quote by Rita Andriello on her blog today. Because Rita will be glad to tell you next week. But, you know, when you go home to family, enough said. There you go. You know, it can take down the best of us, man. It's just like, I am what I am. I love. I gotta digress for a minute. I am who I am. I believe who I am. Hi, Mom. And the next thing you know, you're drooling on yourself and you're going, wow. Today's a day for me. I'm just letting you know. Rita, I did not mean you were drooling. Please do not call me into. So this is what Rita Andriello wrote in her blog today. I believe that we will never really feel good about ourselves and our lives until we can feel good about turning within. Until we know who and what we are and respect our journey, all of it, and take responsibility for every twist, every turn. We will remain, if we do not do this, we will remain at the whims of others' opinions for the rest of our lives. For the rest of our lives. And that's kind of like, it's so fun to look at you. It's like, I came here for inspiration, depressed now. No, yeah, isn't that uplifter? Because why? Is because it touches us. Because we're always looking for that little, not always we. I have always looked sometimes for approval. And as I become more and more spiritually mature, I realize that once I approve of myself, as Rita is saying here, then that's all you ever need. I just got a prosperity book and all these. I was looking at all this stuff because we're putting together this workshop, and I thought, how many more words, man? I mean, Rita goes, should we order it for the bookstore? No. It's like this thick, 11 font. Can you imagine? Me, who's 25 font, 24 font. And I'm thinking, I'm looking through this book and such wisdom, James Allen, Emerson, I'm pouring with, but I thought, I need, at this time of our lives, to become our own masters. To dare to become our own masters. Masters of what? Masters of ourselves. With the confidence to know that no matter what workshop you take, February 15th, 22nd, and March 1st, whatever workshop you take, the real workshop really goes on within yourself. And so I thought of abundant life, and I had a little acronym for my life that just came out. For life. L, love yourself. Love yourself. I, inspire yourself. I know that this is inspirational, I'm sure. But when's the last time you inspired yourself? Lived an inspired way of life. And the F word, the F is so big. Forgive yourself. That's when all abundance, all the kink in the hose, it is all will be flowing in when we can forgive ourselves. And did I mention others? For they know not what they do. That's not getting them off the hook. I do believe in my very heart of hearts, at least in my life, that until the day I have forgiven every single thing, every single hurt, every single thing that I think took away from my stuff, my family. You know, it's really interesting. My family, my brother's gone, my mother's gone, my dad's gone, both of them. They're gone. And so Rita's going with her family, and I said, wow, I don't have anyone to call. But not from a place of sadness. I thought, you're on your own, man. I have support, but I'm on my own. For the first time in my life, I'm on my own with Patrick. And I have to make decisions. And I have to forgive. Because they're gone, and I'm still forgiving them on a daily basis. Oh, no, it's over. Until you get in a conversation about it. So, I finally forgave that. And did you know that? And I find myself, and then the heat starts coming up again. I went, well, I guess we'll go back to Ho'oponopono on that one. So life, love yourself, inspire yourself, forgive yourself. We could even stop at F, but that would be lif. And that just wouldn't even make sense to me. It wouldn't even make sense to have lif. I have an abundant lif. I have to stop for a moment even with that one. Who am I and where do I come from? Just, can somebody please tell me? E, expand. Expand. It's wonderful. Love yourself, inspire yourself, forgive yourself, expand yourself. I'll end with not a Hail Mary, but I'll end with another thing that I had thought here. I went through all of that as you did to get here. Got in right at the right time. Got in right at the right time, Malia. And when I was born, I didn't come here to scream out, I'm here! Let's suffer. I'm here. Now it's time to suffer. Holy Hail Mary. No, I came here, went through all that to say, let's thrive. Woo. Wow. Unteaching. Teachable, but it's time to unteach a few things. We are cells in the body of God. So John Randolph Price, I'll end with him. The only problem facing you in life is the belief in separation from your source. Solve that one, and all the other ones will vanish. The only problem facing you in life is the belief in separation from your source. Solve that one and all the other ones will vanish. The time has come, my friends. It's so beautiful when I stand here because I'm thinking we just went on a journey together and I have no idea where we just came from, because it's such a present moment. But I do know one thing is that I feel differently now about football. And I know my mom, who's a 49er fan, she's all crazy. She wished I had been that kind of son that would wear the jerseys and stuff, at the games and stuff, but I'm not. And you know what? It's really okay, because I'm on my own team. I got a whole other thing going on. So what I know for you, beyond anything, is that your life will be a continuous touchdown. Namaste.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of co-creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want a view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know that compares with pure imagination. Living there you'll be free if you truly wish to be. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know that compares with pure imagination. Living there you'll be free if you truly wish to be. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Thank you, Maria. I want to give it up again for Maria. Thank you so much for all you do. She's such a quiet, wondrous presence here that just keeps everything really balanced. And I just want to thank you. And Luis, thank you for always coming in and beating your way through it all, my friend. Yes. So this is our time of affirmative giving. And we have an investment affirmation. Do you know it's always about investing in yourself? Always about that. What's really great about Centers for Spiritual Living Kauai as far as investing is we have believed in the 10% comes in, whatever comes in, 10% goes out. And we have stuck by that with every fiber of our being since day one, because people would say, well, yeah, but what happens if it's not coming in? And say, all that stuff. And I said, it doesn't matter, because the source is our supply. And the source works through each and every one of us, and that's the beauty. But we can't be afraid. You can't outgive God. How could that be? After what I just said, where we come from and how we got here, how could we outgive that? So please join me in our investment affirmation. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses Centers for Spiritual Living Kauai, my life, and the world. And so it is. And Maria's got a gratitude song that I don't think we've done before. Or we haven't. It's new. It's new.
All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all, for it all. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all, for it all.
I give thanks for it all, knowing that the power, the presence, and the love of Spirit is moving in and through each one of you as generosity, as abundant flow of good. And it touches this center and then goes out in the world to bless our community in service to the greater idea that there is one love, one power, one presence, and it lives through each one of us. So mahalo. Mahalo for your giving, and may it return pressed down and overflowing into your experience. Oh, and so it is.
Do we have children? I know we have one, but did I see Kaua'i? Could somebody get Kaua'i? Yeah, I love it. You ask a question. Did I see Kaua'i? Yes? Pretty much. Yeah. So I can say a few things while we're doing that. We are, as you well know, that we have our wonderful practitioners and ministers coming up. We'll have Reverend Diane and Malia. Rob is back there coming up. And Roseanne. And is there? No? Okay, they'll be up here to do a treatment with you. Anything that's come up for you that you just need to have a little added knowing? Just a little added knowing. Just come on up and let that be an opportunity for us to come together as one. What's up? What's up, Kelly?
He'll speak.
He's not afraid. Here you go.
So today we are learning about gratitude, and I made this picture. And it says, start each day with a grateful heart.
There you go. See all this? Nothing's really. Do you remember when you and I met, and Rita, we all met? You were the only youth and the president of this whole youth organization. And he's and he's grown into a fine young man. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, he's 10 years old now. He just went, yeah. So that means we've been going at this for a while, right? So if you're 10, we met you when you were 5. There you go. Thank you so much for all you do, George, and Janice too. Thank you. Oh, before we go, we got something to say to you. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, when Rita does it all the time, I forgot. We got something to say to you. Okay, shall we? You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. We love you. There we go. They grow up right before your eyes, don't they? So we have had just a wonderful time. So as I said, the practitioners will be standing up here. If you could just join me up here now. And also, I know that Glenn Head gets very upset every week because he keeps like pointing at this, but today he didn't. This is our building fund, and so we cashed it all in. I think it was, I forgot what it was now, but it was up there at past 1,000. So this is what we're doing right now, and we do all of this, by the way, already, here, there, everywhere, and one day we'll put it all together in one space. And that is what we're doing, and that's our building fund. So hello, and thank you for everything that you do, you wonderful practitioners and ministers. And don't forget, we're celebrating ordination next week. I think that is it. We are, I hope you enjoyed me without Rita. All I have to say is when I look out and I see you, my heart expands. It just expands every single week. We don't go to bed at night without just absolute gratitude for everything that has built this center and everything that continues to build it. And you're going out in the world and doing the kind of work you do. Thank you. Thank you. Mahalo. Mahalo. All right, you want to stand up and we'll do a little bit of a closing with one of my favorite songs.
Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love, our hearts are beating is what. Light upon light upon light, shining as bright as the sun. So let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love, our hearts are beating as one. Light upon light upon light, shining as bright as the sun. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through.
And so what I know is that love is shining through because love is what each and every one of us are in every single moment. So we've come today together to celebrate love, to express love, to expand love, to be inspired by love, to allow us to forgive because we are love. That is what we have come here today, and I am so blessed and so grateful for each and every one of you and all of the consciousness, the atmosphere that we have created together and put into just one thing. And I would like to thank the Malama team. Yes, I do, Sue, Anna, and Sabina for just everything you do, greeting us and allowing us to just set that space of absolute love. Reverend Diane, thank you so much for all you do, but for the wonderful meditation and the beautiful words and the beautiful treatment. Jonathan, and Rob back there that just allow it all to come together in one little bit of wonderful puzzle that comes together. You're all a piece of that oneness. And Arlene and Peter, who are not here, but we have a little remains left of these flowers from last week. Thank you, Diane, for making that happen. And Ron Stover and the team back there, thank you so much every week. He just is wonderful, and he keeps my coffee hot and the water up here. And I just say thank you, my friend. Thank you. Maria Christina, our wonderful angel, thank you so much for all you give through your music. And Luis, we love you. Thank you so much. Janice and George, who run that youth, even if they're not here, they hold the space for when they are. So I say thank you. And I say thank you to that wonderful Reverend Rita, who is right here with us, right here in spirit, and we know the absolute highest for all of Malia. You're looking good, girl. You're looking good. And we are so grateful for Malia. Malia, we are so grateful. And I am grateful for this family. I am grateful for everything. So I just know that Spirit has made its way with each and every one of us today. And now it's being wrapped in just one light, a light called good, consciousness, love. And so with gratitude in my heart, I just simply let it go. We let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love, our hearts are beating is what. Light upon light upon light, shining as bright as the sun. So let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through.